episode, I want to talk specifically about Google Cloud, Identity Access Management, and folders. Here's my organizational structure, langknet.com. And if I go to Manage Resources, you will get the full picture. Note how some of the projects are organized into folders, department 01, 02, 03. And that's exactly what the folders are. They are there to represent individual departments that each have their own set of projects and resources and are isolated one from each other. And I can demonstrate that, or I will demonstrate that. So if I go back to my IAM admin, Identity Access Management dashboard, you can see I only have a bunch of users here. I essentially have just overall admin, and I will use my account thomas@langknet.com, where I also happen to be an organization admin. And what I will do, I will now switch from the root node langknet.com to a specific department represented by a folder, department 01. And as you can see, there is already a user. I created an organization administrator, user 1, who has this administrator role, but only in this particular folder. So if I switch to a new tab and log in as that user, not only does that user have access to the folder itself, and user 1 is able to grant access to other users in that folder or do some other operations within the folder. It can also access projects that are in the folder. So for example, switching to project 02 gives me this view on Identity Access Management users. I can see that user 1 is still an organization admin, and it is because it inherited this role from the folder it resides in, which is department 01. And that's another principle or rule that is good to bear in mind, that roles are inherited. So if there is a user on the organization level, on a folder level, then and that user has a certain role associated with it, that role is transferred all the way down to any subfolders or projects in that folder. Now, if I switch to another tab, when I'm logged in as, let me just switch to user account. I will log in as user 2. And as you can see, being logged in as user 2 is way less of a fun, because I essentially have no access to anything in langknet.com. And indeed, if I go back to the main view, overlooking the whole entire organization, there is no such thing as user 2. So again, I could pick a specific folder. Let me just say department 02. The view, by the way, is weird sometimes. It really takes several refresh attempts before you see the full picture, but bear with me. So now I am in department 02, and let me add grant access to user 2. And again, I will make him an organization admin. Save. And for this to propagate, I don't think that refresh is enough. I'll have to sign out. Now I'm back as user 2. I still have no access to the root level of my entire organization, but I should be able to see my department now. Yeah, there I go. That's another practical point to bear in mind, that sometimes it takes a while before the privileges bubble down to the respective user. So be patient. If things don't work straight away, just give it a few seconds, try again. Now being user 2, I'm able to see my folder and I can drill down into it. And here I go, organization admin. Let me try to search projects. Yeah, there's project 3 and 4. So let me just pick project 4. And here I go again. I'm able to drill in. I can see that project 4 is part of department 02. If I try to navigate to a project that's in a different department, which is project 1 or 2, so say project 01, I don't have access. 02, I don't have access. I can only see the projects that are in the folder department 02, because that's the one where I was explicitly assigned to as an organization admin. And that's it. That's how you can neatly organize even a potential large organization into departments represented by folders, and then within each of these folders you can manage resources that are guaranteed to stay within that folder, and users from any other folders / departments, they will have access to their own resources, which is very convenient and powerful. Thanks for watching, and see you next time around.